Hello everyone. We can discuss about fourth module, that is flow through pipes. So when the fluid passes through pipe, so how does losses takes place? What are the losses which occurs when the fluid passes through pipe, long pipe? So we will be discussing under this chapter, right? So basically, when the fluid passes through pipe, so there are two types of losses. One is major loss and one more is called as minor loss. So major loss takes place due to friction. Basically, major loss that takes place due to friction. Major loss takes place due to friction. Okay. So when the fluid passes through the pipe, so obviously, so there will be friction between the water layer and the inner surface of the fluid. Right? Due to that friction, the head loss may take place. So that head loss due to friction is called as major loss. And coming to minor loss, so minor losses are due to sudden expansion in the pipe. Sudden expansion in the sense from smaller pipe to bigger pipe if the fluid is entering, right? Or if there is sudden contraction in the pipe. So in the sense, so from bigger pipe to smaller pipe if the fluid is entering, or if the bendings in the pipes, if there are pipe fittings, more than one pipes are fitted, right, using fittings. So at the inlet of the pipe also there will be some loss. At the exit also there will be some loss. All right. So or due to the obstruction in the pipe, there will be some losses. So these are all called as minor losses. So basically, when the fluid passes through a pipe or any channel, so there will be two types of losses. So major loss and minor loss. So major loss is due to friction and minor loss is due to sudden contraction, sudden expansion, bending in the pipe, pipe fittings, obstruction in the pipe, at the inlet of the pipe and exit of the pipe, there will be losses. So that losses comes under minor loss. So there is a derivation we can discuss. For major loss. Due to friction. So what is the loss takes place? Head loss takes place. To calculate it, so we can derive the equation. So that equation is called as Darcy-Weisbach equation. So derive Darcy-Weisbach equation for head loss due to friction in a pipeline. So for that, they have considered a pipe. Okay, so a cylindrical, a long pipe. So through which water is flowing or any fluid is flowing, right? So and they have considered two sections, section 1 and section 2, and the length between two sections are denoted by L. Between two sections there is a distance, so that distance is denoted by L. All right. And so at section 1 the pressure force is acting. Okay, again we know that pressure is force by area, or pressure force is equal to pressure into area. So pressure at section 1 is P1 into area is denoted by A. All right. So because there is a same cross section is not changing. So we can take it as A. Instead of taking A1, A2, we are taking it as A only, P1 into A. So pressure into area gives you pressure force at section 1. In the same way, at section 2, the pressure is P2 and area is A. So pressure force is equal to P2 into A at section 2. Alright. So and also when the fluid passes through the circular pipe, so there will be friction. So there will be friction between the water layer and also the inner surface of the pipe. Alright. So that friction or frictional resistance so is denoted by F1. So F1 is the frictional resistance when the fluid passes through the circular pipe. Right? Yeah. So for the analysis purpose, we need to apply the Bernoulli's equation. Both at section 1 and 2, we need to apply the Bernoulli's equation. So when Bernoulli's equation is applied at section 1 and 2, so at section 1, so it is P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. So that is the pressure head, velocity head, and potential head, right? At section 1 and 2, right? Plus, you need to consider the head loss due to friction, right? So there will be loss due to friction. So that is noted by HF, head loss due to friction. All right. So in this, since the pipe is horizontal, so you can cancel Z1 and Z2 because both will be at the same height. So that is potential head remains same. All right. And also the cross sectional area is same. The area of the pipe is same. Even velocity also remains same. So V1 is equal to V2. So both can be cancelled. All right. And the remaining equation becomes, so HF is equal to P1 by rho G minus P2 by rho G. Or you can write it as P1 minus P2 by rho G. So at last the friction is equal to P1 minus P2 by rho G. Or if you keep P1 minus P2 one side, so it becomes HF into rho G. So you can move rho G other side. So it becomes HF into rho G. You can take it as equation 1. So later, if you apply Newton's second law of motion, so that is force, summation of force is equal to mass into acceleration. But acceleration becomes zero because we assume there is a steady flow. There is a steady flow. So change in velocity with respect to time becomes zero. So that's why acceleration becomes zero here. So that's why summation of forces is equal to zero. Okay. So what are the forces which are acting? So one is the pressure force which is acting at section 1. So one more is the pressure force which is acting at section 2. And one more is the frictional resistance that is happening near the inner surface of the pipe. All right. So you need to consider all that forces. So that the pressure force at section 1 is P1A1 and pressure force at section 2 is P2A2, but it is acting in the opposite direction. That's why negative sign is taken, right? And also the frictional resistance is also happening in the opposite direction. That's why this is also negative. Negative F1 is equal to 0. So in this, since A1 is equal to A2, because the cross section area remains same, so that can be taken as A. So A can be taken common. So P1 minus P2 into A is equal to F1. F1, they have moved right side. All right. So, but we know what is P1 minus P2 from equation 1. So P1 minus P2 is equal to HF into rho g. So that one they have substituted here. HF into rho g into A is equal to F1. Right? So this one is taken as equation 2. But from experiment, they have observed the frictional resistance, the value of F1, the frictional resistance is directly proportional to wetted area and the square of the velocity. Okay. So frictional resistance is directly proportional to wetted area. Wetted area is pi dl, right? The surface area, inner surface area. So that is pi dl into square of velocity, velocity square. All right. To remove proportionality symbol, a proportionality constant has been given that is noted by f dash. So f1 is equal to f dash into pi dl v square. All right. So where f dash is the proportionality constant, so that is actually a frictional resistance per unit wetted area per unit velocity. Okay, f dash is frictional resistance per unit wetted area. All right. So now you have got the expression for F1. All right. I mean, two expressions for F1. One in the equation 2 and one more is in the equation 3. So now we can equate both equation 2 and 3. If we equate equation 2 and 3, so it becomes HF into rho g into A is equal to F dash into pi d L V square. So then HF is equal to F dash into pi d L V square divided by rho GA. So they are moving rho GA right side. So next, so F dash into pi d L V square divided by rho G into A. So A is the cross sectional area. So that is pi d square divided by 4. Pi d square divided by 4. So here pi d and pi d getting cancelled. The remaining will be 4 can be moved upside. So it becomes 4 F dash L V square divided by rho G D. Alright. So but we have F dash by rho is equal to F by 2. Okay, where F is the coefficient of friction. The frictional resistance per unit area with respect to its density will be the half of the coefficient of friction. Okay, so that's why I have written F dash by rho is equal to F by 2. Alright, in place of F dash by rho, you can substitute F by 2. So then the equation becomes HF is equal to 4FL square by 2GD. Alright, so this is the final equation to calculate the head loss due to friction. Right? When the fluid passes through a pipe or any section, any channel, then the head loss due to friction can be calculated by making use of this formula. So HF is equal to 4FL square by 2GD. So this equation is called as Darcy-Weisbach equation. He is the scientist who has analyzed this concept. So that's why this equation is called as Darcy-Weisbach equation. Okay. So in this, the value of F coefficient of friction. So actually it is a function of Reynolds number. It depends on the value of Reynolds number. So I mean, while solving the numericals, you need to be very careful while choosing the value of EF. Okay. So the value of F is equal to 16 by RE if the value of Reynolds number is less than 2000. The value of RE is less than 2000, then the coefficient of friction is equal to 16 by RE. You can make use of this formula. Or if the value of Reynolds number varies from 4000 to 10 to the power of 6, then you can make use of this formula. F is equal to 0.079 divided by RE to the power of 1 by 4. Alright. So these two formulas can be used depending upon the Reynolds number value while solving the numerical. I mean to have the value of coefficient of friction, small f. So this is about Darcy-Weisbach equation. So by making use of Darcy-Weisbach equation, so you can derive the Chages equation. Again, Chages is a scientist. So here he also analyzed to find the head loss due to friction. He has used the Darcy-Weisbach equation. I mean to derive his equation, Chages equation. So in this, so I think till equation 4, so you can derive the same equations in the same method. You can derive the equation. So like Darcy-Weisbach equation, right? Till equation 4, you can derive the same, right? In the Darcy-Weisbach equation. So whatever you have derived, so you can derive the same till equation 4. All right. So what is equation 4? So that is HF into rho GA is equal to F dash into pi dl V square. You can see here. Yeah, equation 4. When you have equated 2 and 3, you have got equation 4. So HF into rho GA is equal to F dash into pi dl V square. So till there, you can derive the same. Okay. So later, you can simplify it. So HF you can keep one side. So HF is equal to F dash by rho G. Rho G they have moved right side. Rho G they have moved right side. Okay. And P by A. So what is P? So P is perimeter. Pi into D. So perimeter is pi D. Right. Instead of writing pi D, they have written P. P by A. A they have moved right side. Right. P by A into the remaining is L into V square, right? So our V square, if you keep one side, so that becomes HF by L, right? Again, L they are moving left side, so it becomes HF by L into rho G if you move left side. So you can see here, so it becomes rho G by F dash. F dash also can be moved the other side. So and it becomes A by P. A also, A and P also can be moved the other side. It becomes A by P. Right. So in this, actually, A by P, I mean the ratio of area, cross-sectional area to the wetted perimeter, so is denoted by M. Okay, A by P is denoted by M, right? And also HF by L, head loss due to friction per unit length, is denoted by I. So in place of A by P and HF by L, we can substitute M and I respectively. Then, so the equation becomes, I mean, V has become, sorry, V square has become V here. So that's why they have taken square root at the other side, right? So square root of HF by L into rho G by F dash into A by P, or V is equal to, so actually square root of rho G by F dash is constant. Rho is density, G is gravitational constant, so F dash is frictional resistance, right? So constant of proportionality. So these are all constants. So that's why that is denoted by C. And the remaining is square root of rho G by, sorry, HF by L into A by P. So HF by L is I into A by P is M. So V is equal to C into square root of Mi. So this equation is called as Chages equation. Okay, so by making use of both Darcy-Weisbach and Chases equation, we can calculate the value of head loss due to friction. What is the loss of head takes place due to friction when the fluid passes through any channel or any pipe, right? Yeah. So by making use of this Darcy-Weisbach and Chases equation, so we can solve some simple numerical, can discuss some simple numericals. Yeah. So first numerical. Calculate the discharge through a pipe of diameter 200 mm. I mean, the fluid is passing through a pipe diameter of 200 mm. So D is equal to 200 mm or 0.2 meter. When the difference of pressure between the ends of the pipe 500 mm apart. So 500 mm apart in the sense the length they have given, right? So length of the pipe, that is L is equal to 500 meter. So is 4 meter of water they have given. What is that 4 meter? The difference of pressure between the ends of the pipe. So difference of pressure they have given as 4 meter. Meter is the unit of head. Alright. So that's why, so they have taken it as pressure head. Alright. So that is denoted by HF. In the sense head loss due to friction. Pressure head, right? Or head loss due to friction. So is denoted by HF because they have given the unit as meter. So meter is the unit of head, right? So pressure difference or pressure head they have given with respect to head loss. So that's why head loss due to friction, you can take it as 4 meter, right? So and also take F, small f. So that is coefficient of friction is equal to 0.009 they have given, all right? So by making use of these data, you need to calculate the value of discharge Q. What is the value of Q? So we have Q is equal to area into velocity, right? So discharge is equal to area into velocity. So area is the cross section area pi d squared divided by 4. We have diameter is 0.2 meter square, all right? So and velocity. So to calculate velocity, we can make use of the given data. All right. So in the given data, so we can understand. So we can make use of Darcy-Weisbach equation, right? Because HF value, head loss due to friction value they have given, all right? And also coefficient of friction value they have given. So coefficient of friction, the term comes under Darcy-Weisbach equation. So we can make use of that equation to calculate the value of velocity. So we have the formula HF is equal to 4 FLV square by 2GD. All right. So our HF is equal to 4 into F value, they have given 0.009 into length also they have given 500 meter, right? Velocity you don't know, keep as it is. 2 into G gravitational constant 9.81, diameter is 0.2, all right? So and head loss due to friction is 4 meter, they have given. So if you substitute all that, so the unknown thing will be velocity, all right? So finally, you'll get the value of velocity 0.9338 meter per second. Once you get the value of velocity, you can substitute in discharge equation. Discharge is equal to area into velocity. So if you substitute, you'll get the value of discharge. Q is equal to 0.0293 meter cube per second. Okay. So that is the first numerical. And coming to second numerical, find the head loss due to friction in a pipe of diameter 300 mm and length 50 meter. So you need to calculate HF, the value of head loss due to friction in a pipe of diameter. Diameter is D, diagram 300 millimeter or 0.3 meter. All right, and length 50 meter. So length is denoted by L, through which water is flowing with a velocity of 3 meter per second. The value of velocity of the fluid they are given. So that is 3 meter per second. So by using Darcy formula and also Chage's formula, you need to calculate the value of head loss due to friction. So HF value you need to calculate using Darcy formula and Chage's formula, right? And also they have given take nu in the sense kinematic viscosity. Kinematic viscosity is equal to 0.01 Stokes, and the value of Chage's constant C they have given 60. So by making use of all these data, you need to calculate the value of HF. All right. Yeah. So to calculate the value of HF by using Darcy-Weisbach equation. So what is the Darcy-Weisbach equation? So that is HF is equal to 4 FLV square by 2GD. That is 4 into F value they have not mentioned in this numerical. They have not mentioned the value of F, you can see. So how do you calculate the value of F? So as I said, the coefficient of friction is a function of Reynolds number. So you need to calculate the value of Reynolds number. All right. So we have the formula Reynolds number. So basically it is the ratio of inertia force by viscous force. All right. So that is Vd by nu. So you know the value of V, velocity, you know the value of diameter of the pipe, and also nu they have given. So nu is the value of kinematic viscosity 0.01 Stokes. But what is the standard unit? So that is meter square per second. So you need to convert Stokes into meter square per second. So 1 Stoke is 10 raised to minus 4 meter square per second. All right. So that's why. So here divided by 10 raised to 4 they have done with 0.01. All right. 0.01 into 10 raised to minus 4 or 0.01 divided by 10 raised to 4. Right. So if you do, you are getting the value of Reynolds number as 900 into 10 raised to 3. So if the value of Reynolds number is less than 2000, there's one formula, right? And if it is greater than 4000, then there is one more formula. So here you can see there is greater than 4000. Reynolds number value is greater than 4000. So to calculate F, we can make use of 0.079 divided by Re to the power of 0.25 formula, right? So in this Re value you have calculated 900 into 10 raised to 3. So you can substitute. You are getting the value of coefficient of friction. So that coefficient of friction value we can substitute here. and length they have mentioned in the problem, and also velocity also they have mentioned. 2 into g is gravity constant 9.81 into diameter is 0.3. If you substitute, you will be getting the value of head loss due to friction, that is 0.784 meter. So that is head loss due to friction using Darcy-Weisbach formula. So in the second case, you need to calculate the head loss due to friction by making use of Chages formula. All right. So we have Chages formula. In Chages formula, we have I is equal to HF by L. Right. So head loss due to friction per unit length. Our head loss due to friction is equal to I into length. All right. So to calculate I, we can make use of Chages formula, that is V is equal to C into square root of Mi. Or to take out the square root, you need to square both the sides, right? So V square is equal to C square into Mi, right? So velocity value, so they are given in the numerical. So C value is also they are given in the numerical. So M is equal to D by 4. So how do you get M is equal to D by 4? Because basically M is called as hydraulic mean depth. Hydraulic mean depth in the sense it is the ratio of area. So area is pi d square divided by 4, right? So area is pi d square divided by 4 divided by wetted perimeter. Perimeter is denoted by pi d. So pi d get cancelled. The remaining is d by 4, right? So M is equal to d by 4 formula they have used here, all right? So M is equal to d by 4. You know the value of diameter, that is 0.3. You know the value, you will get the value of M, right? If you substitute the value of D, right? So once you get the value of M, you can substitute here, that is 0.075 into I. So you'll get the value of I. So once you get the value of I, so you can substitute in HF formula. HF is equal to I into L, right? So length of the pipe also they have given. So I into L gives you the value of HF, that is 1.66 meters, right? The value of head loss due to friction is 1.66 meter. So this is the value of HF using Chages equation and also Darcy-Weisbach equation. So I hope you have understood. Thank you.